announcement coming up, but first, we always love to catch you up on the cool, fun, positive things that are going on in the world of entertainment. My friends, it is time for What's Poppin' in Pop Culture. Powered by Conquest Journals. Why are we being quiet?
Yeah.
And brought to you by Geek Vibes Nation. Woo 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 woo.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what order you're going in, Tia, so you're gonna have to announce it, and then I'll put the graphic up.
That's amazing. Let's hit the ground running and talk about the Fantastic Four trailer. Okay.
Yay.
Now I will say that Fantastic Four trailer was more of a, as it even says, an official teaser, but they were like trailer. That was a teaser. Okay.
Yes.
That was a teaser. That being said, that doesn't mean I wasn't excited for it. Now, let me confess something. I'm not like, say, the geekiest of all geeky people when it comes to the Fantastic Four. I love, the 2005 and the sequel with, Chris Evans and everything. But I'm not like a comic book reader or anything like that. But obviously I'm happy that they're in the MCU, right? I was like a little hesitant on the casting of like people like Pedro Pascal, just because I'm like, he's in everything. Like, why? Throwing that all aside, the trailer looks great. I love the 1960s, 1970s, like retro futurism sort of vibes, right? I think everyone looks crazy good. I love the costumes. Like, the aesthetics looks amazing. What's her name? Vanessa Kirby, who's playing Sue Storm. She looks amazing. I think there's going to be, first, Johnny Storm looked great. It all looked... I will say I was like a little hesitant on Ben Grimm's like design, but I do know that it's more akin to like the comic. So I'm like, I can respect that. My brain is just thinking about the 2005 version, but as whatever. But I like his like personality. It feels as if like they're blending the bear. He's like talking about putting garlic in, as an Italian after my own heart,
That was exactly what I was thinking. Like, was that a nod to,
but I think it looks good. It made, I watched it. I thought it was beautiful. And then what really made me really hyped was just scrolling on TikTok and people making edits of it. And I was like, you know what? I'm here for it. It comes out in July. We got that shot of Galactus, which was so cool and everything. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's nice. And someone posted like, the original 2005 cast, the 2015 cast, and this cast. And I was like, at least it's not the 2015 version.
I was going to point out how you just like, and everything you were saying, you just did not acknowledge 2015 because it just should not.
Because I didn't even watch it, right? Because I hate. And then when they showed the costumes, like some people obviously rag on the 2005 like costumes. I think they were fine, especially for the time, right? But when you compare that to 2015, which literally was just like a black T-shirt with like the sleeves rolled up for Sue Storm, I was like,
right,
I thought they just hit the tone of the Fantastic Four so wonderful, and I loved that even though it was a teaser, in that teaser they made sure that you knew that they're not doing an origin story. Like they are the Fantastic Four, and you are jumping into it, and you better be ready for it. I loved that.
Yeah, 100%. It gave this like feel, like someone was pointing out that, you have Ben Grimm who's trying to like hold up appearances. You have Mr. Fantastic who's actually feeling guilty over what happened in space. You have Johnny Storm trying to reach for the sky, and then Sue Storm trying to keep everything together. And like just someone putting it in that way just made me so much more excited for the feel of it. So I'm looking forward to it, honestly, right?
All right. Like, what else is popping, Michelle?
Yes.
Michelle, what else is popping?
Michelle, what's popping?
Go ahead, dear.
All right. So I'm I'm gonna do this for you, KJ. Let's talk about Buffy really quick, right? Because okay, so if you don't know, I've never seen an episode of Buffy. So
Shame.
so today KJ's like, hey Tia, if you're like struggling to figure out your 3 topics, we could talk about Buffy. I'm like, I have my 3 topics. And she's like, well, I guess we'll do 4 topics for Fantastic Four. And I was like, okay, we could do Buffy. So oh god, I just saw what Conquest Journals, what Tia what. So you know what, KJ, I'm gonna let you take this over.
Thank you. So it's super exciting, and with Sarah Michelle Gellar involved. Look how exciting it is! Buffy is back, baby. Buffy is back.
As you knocked everything off the shelf behind you.
Oh, I don't care.
That's how excited she is. Yeah.
It's a party, baby. Buffy's
Yeah.
back. Woo! My biggest hesitation with anything that they've ever talked about with Buffy the Vampire Slayer is that Sarah Michelle Gellar is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So for them to figure out a way, and if you ended with the TV show and you didn't watch or didn't follow with any of the comics, they did continue the story in a pretty cool way that, like, all the spoiler alert, everyone that's chosen becomes a Slayer all at once. And so there's all these Slayers.
Oh, I was waiting to.
So this is really cool because I think it's going to it's not bringing it back in a way where we're going to compare, and it's not bringing it back in a way where Buffy's, older and there's all these girls. So why would she still be slaying? It's going to bring it back in a way where she's, this mentor, and almost, I would imagine, kind of like the Giles of the show, like the Watcher. She's going to have.
I think that's a plausible.
So, what is happening is that it is in the works at Hulu. So there's no date. This is, hey, they gave us the Sarah. I'm certain they were like, okay, Sarah's locked in. We need to announce everyone that this is a thing so that we can follow along with the progress.
I'm interested to see who would agree to come back.
I would be shocked if there was anyone that necessarily wouldn't. And, because of, there has been some, we have found out some things that were happening on set. And so, it's being run by someone else. I think everybody feels comfortable about coming back in the way they would be comfortable being on set, coming back in the way that they're doing it.
Well, and also Hulu has a lot deeper pockets than at the time the UPN. Well, and then the CW,
and that's
or the WB, and then the CW, or whatever the freaking progression was.
And that's part of the reason, Tia, I would love for you to watch it. But
started season 2 though.
It did. I mean,
it's really, really campy. Season 1, started season 2, and then go back and watch season 1.
So that's what's popping with Buffy. So as people,
I'm super pumped.
As people who have cats that are named Giles and Buffy, we're pretty excited about this. So,
yes,
I'll quit growling. I don't know why my enthusiasm is like, grr, Buffy's back. Grr, arg.
You got your mutant enemy voice. Yep. Good job. Yeah.
All right. What else is popping, Tia?
So I'd like to talk about really quickly the Sandman.
Absolutely
thank you.
Not.
No, thank you.
I'm so sad.
Go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so they just announced that the Sandman is going to end after season 2 on Netflix. I am fully convinced that if they hadn't already filmed the entire second season, they would have just canceled it outright. The Sandman already took a long time to get renewed for season 2, and then with everything that's happening with Neil Gaiman, which I'm not really going to go into because I'm not super informed on it,
right?
But everything that's happening with him, I have no doubt that this cancellation had 95% to do with it. I think it sucks. I liked the Sandman, as you know from my Twitter handle that still says Save American Gods. I am quite a fan of at least the worlds, right?
Yes.
I like the Sandman. I met Boyd Holbrook and Mason Alexander Park at New York Comic Con the year that the Sandman came out.
Nice.
Both were incredibly nice and passionate about the project and looking forward to a season 2 renewal at the time, because at the time it hadn't been officially announced. So I'm upset. I'm not a reader of the comics that it is based off of, so I am not sure if this just makes sense to end it. Maybe there's not enough material to continue it. I just hope that it's well, and I wish all the actors well, because obviously I don't think the actors should ever be punished for what, say, people behind the scenes are responsible for. So,
Or you mean Fox in general?
No.
Everything. Oh no, I'm still not bitter about Firefly at all. So, even though that was 25 years ago,
Shelley agrees. It's, you know, and I think so too. It's the Neil Gaiman thing, and so it's just best to leave it as is, which is unfortunate, because I did start watching it. I started watching it, that I was like, no way that they're going to continue this, and then I stopped. So it'll be interesting. I will wait to see with does season 2 end in a way that it wraps up, that you could watch it and be happy it had 2 seasons, or is it going to be on a cliffhanger because we were hoping for more? But I'm not going to watch it again until I know that. So please let me know, Tia. Thank you.
I mean, it's very good in my opinion. Really quick, I thought it was good. I enjoyed the story. The acting was good. I like that type of. It's kind of similar to American Gods, right? So I like that whole like mysticism. Like,
wait, did you like American Gods? I forget.
Yeah, go follow Tia.
Coming from the person
trying to bring that show back.
Coming from the person who's still bitter about Fox canceling Firefly 25 years later.
I mean, Patches needs to change his handle to hashtag Save Firefly.
To be fair, I never go on Twitter, so I'm like, you know what? At this point, I don't even want to put the effort in.
It can just stay there.
It'll stay that forever. But yes.
You got an extra story for us, right?
I got an extra story.
It is bonus.
Yeah, because Fantastic Four, we got 4 stories.
How many?
There we go. 4.
So it is a few weeks old, but it's been a long time since we've, spoke going into the Aaliyah song. Been a long time. So anyway, so I don't know if you guys watched Ahsoka season 1, but in Ahsoka, Ray Stevenson played oh my god, why am I like blanking out? And Balin, yes. Ray Stevenson played Balin Skull, which is honestly was the most interesting character in that show. Just Ray Stevenson did a phenomenal job. Unfortunately, Ray Stevenson passed away literally like right before the show freaking aired. But the thing was, when we saw it, we were like, obviously that sucks, but this character's so good. Is this going to be the last that we ever see? Yeah. They did announce that they are recasting, and Rory McCann, who otherwise known as the Hound from Game of Thrones, will be taking up the mantle of Balin Skull in Ahsoka season 2. So awesome. It is interesting. I mean, Rory McCann is also big and imposing, and I think he's a good actor. So, and apparently they were friends in real life. So, so like. Yeah,
that's very cool. Thank you very much, Tia. You can keep up with everything that's popping in pop culture every day on Geek Vibes Nation. Go to geekvibesnation.com and check out the YouTube channel too, because the interviews are amazing.